Okay, what's up guys? I'm back, Sakana Kiyoshi, and this is the second part of my Dark Souls 2 Let's Play. So just to recap, oh yeah, that failed miserably, didn't it? I was going to show you like that we had the Soul of the Last Giant, because that's the last thing we did, but I then remembered I used that item to level up, because, now, why not? I'm not exactly going to be using a friggin' giant stone axe. Okay, we have been to him already. But yeah, I remember saying in the first video that Andre got himself locked out, so this is just sort of showing what he can do, what he can do for you. Actually, take the opportunity to upgrade that a bit. With this game, something new that he did, that From did, I should say, sorry, is that they introduced a way to upgrade catalysts. So instead of in Dark Souls 1, where the only thing you could upgrade was the Pyro Glove, you can actually upgrade catalysts now to make them stronger, which is pretty neat. It makes it so you actually get more bang for your buck, I think, as the saying goes. Yeah, if you haven't guessed yet, I do have a slight cold, courtesy of my sister. So, I will sound a little groggy. I apologise for this. Not much I can do. Just double checking what... Okay. So I think we can get 2 areas done relatively quickly here. Because the next boss is literally just going through this door. Yeah. Never can be bothered to try and kill them. They'll follow anyway. Alright. Why am I not surprised? With this playthrough, unlike how I did it with Dark Souls 1, I will try to summon people to certain bosses, simply because they can be tricky to do solo. I'm just thinking whether or not I want to try and wait to find one for this one. It's the Pursuer. He's not... A lot of the bosses in this game have what oh hello, you're not meant to be up here. Okay, this dude, old Ironclad. I have never seen him come up this far before. Ever. So yeah, that's interesting. A first for me is a first for you guys. But yeah. Sod it. Let's give it a whirl. Worst thing we can do is die. But yeah, like I was saying, a lot of bosses in this game have what I'm going to dub as the dumb move. This is basically one or multiple moves that they'll do, which basically leaves them completely open. This dude has, I think, only one of them, but it does give you a lot of options to do things. And the only reason I'm showing you the cinematic here is because I can explain it all without actually risking dying. A nice thing in this area, if you can just see quickly, you've got 2 crossbows. If you have other people with you, they can, either you or them can arm them and try to shoot them. But for the love of God, if you do try this, if you do try that, please make sure anyone else is out the way of the shot. I've seen it happen way too often where a dude gets trigger happy. There we go. There's the Pursuer's dumb move. Doesn't last long, but it gives you enough time to do something. Yeah. This is why I didn't want to do this on my own. Trying to heal. Not the safest thing to do. I'm pretty much relying on him doing his dum-dum move. Sorry this is taking a long time, but soloing as a caster is not glamorous. However, it is safe. Ooh, crud. There we go, dum-dum move. Let's see if these hit. Okay, they get more bang for the buck. Take a bit longer, but... yeah, with the Pursuer, best strategy is not to block at all, but is literally to just roll. Granted, I failed that, but rolling against this guy is a lot safer, simply because his swing arcs are actually really big, and obviously just the freaking size of his weapon. He's not gonna hit you very quickly with that. I think those moves are his fastest when he charges at you. So yeah, I'm basically baiting the dum-dum move. No, come on, do the blue glowy sword thing. There we go. One thing I find annoying with his weapon that you can get from his soul, you don't get to do the bluey thing. If you do, I haven't found it yet. So that'd be really cool to do the bluey thing. I suppose I can explain some tidbits I found out about him. The weapons on his back, that's gonna help. Yeah, the weapons on his back, I don't entirely know exactly what they are, but I've heard around the place, like on other websites and whatnot, that those are basically the weapons of people he's already killed. So like, yeah, that would have been brilliant if he fell off then. I think it's that. But I think the lore behind this guy is that he basically just hunts undead. Don't know the reason, but I think something about... I remember who it was that said it. If someone finds out, that'd be... and like comment on it, that'd be useful. Oh crap in hell. Shh, how am I not dead? Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dang it, I didn't roll. But yeah, that's the Pursuer in a nutshell. Maybe we won't do 2 episodes of this. No 2 areas in this one. Because I'm failing miserably. Do we have any soul? Oh, we only have that. How much does that give us? 800. Goddamn, and we only have the 1 effigy. So we can't exactly go to others for help, can we? I'm really sorry about this. This has not gone as planned. What I'm going to try and do now is see if I can upgrade the catalyst again. So though it's only a marginal increase in strength, it does... Oh, are you kidding me, Andre? Really? Come on, Andre? Great! Calling Dark Souls 2 Blacksmith Dark Souls 1's name.
I'll be around.
Bollocks. This is not... do we have... Oh, that's charming, mate. Yeah, just Phantom there, if you saw him, he had a lot of stuff from the 3rd DLC, the Ivory King one. I think he had the Ivory King's crown and the Rampart Golem set. Joys of joys. We're gonna have to try this on... We're gonna have to try this without any help. Because I can't really risk wasting 1 humanity. Not humanity. 1 human effigy to try and do this. I mean, we nearly had him. It was just... I failed my dodging. So, yeah. Yeah, this dude, I don't know why you can do that. I just run right past him. The game just shoves him out of the way, but by all accounts, you shouldn't be able to do that. Oh well. Yeah, we're just gonna go straight in because we can't summon anyone because we have no effigy. Yeah, that's actually quite a nice little effect when they. Basically, the only time you'll ever see him drop in. Oh, how did that? But yeah, the only time you'll ever see these guys drop in is this one at the start. Come on, man. How am I doing so bad at this? And before anyone comments, yes, I know, I'm a bad player. I don't do very well at this. It doesn't mean I deserve this. I'm dead. I'm not. Well, there goes that one. How did that not hit me? I suppose that was the pursuer getting payback for the miss hits. How did that miss? Yeah, a lot of times with this game, you'll find moments where you think that should have connected. Like, okay, that one was gonna hit. There was no doubt in my mind. Oh, okay. I'll take that, dude. You can give me a free heal. Yeah, had my back to him. That wasn't gonna end well. God, this is actually somewhat annoying. No. Yes, I'm cheesing him. Deal with it. I want to live. I will use every tool I can to do so. Well, except cheating. That I won't do. Why are you doing that? Okay. Yeah, when he starts doing that, don't try to run at him. I've not figured out yet, but I don't actually know what he does then. So it probably wouldn't be the smartest idea. But yeah, finally. Killed him. Hallelujah. Ooh. That's a nice ring to get. Ring of Blades. Increases physical attack. You get obviously the +1, +2 versions. Actually I don't think I explained that yet, did I? My bad. But yeah, with this game, you get obviously normal rings like you did in Dark Souls 1. But then you can get +1 and +2 versions of these rings. And sorry. They basically just give you stronger effects of it. Where I just jumped down from, if you're a strength-based character, this set right here is basically going to be your bread and butter for a lot of the game. It does have very strong stats. Unfortunately for me, strong stats equate to bugger all, since wearing this set puts me, well, it makes me heavy. So, I mean, take off that one, we're still in the 50s, so we're getting a lot of defense still from it, but I say probably keep that on instead of the machete, because, yeah, machete's not that great. Sorry. Oh, no. Sorry. Again, cold, killing me. Slowly, probably. Yeah, if you pick up that item, he decides to come alive. But yeah, just a few swings, he's dead. Yeah, that's one reason why I do like the sorcerer over a lot of the other characters, is you can engage long before you're even meant to. And this is a good thing, well, the lazy bit about it. Oh wow, how did I miss that one? But yeah, just use the binoculars to sort of long range snipe them. Actually works. It's not really that helpful in the beginning, but when you get further on in the game, and even into the DLC in some places, that will be a godsend for you. Where I'm going now is another bit where you need the soldier key from the last giant. This ring, at the start of the game, will be quite useful to get. It's the Ring of Restoration. Well, besides from giving you a cool, like, particle effect thing, it gives you constant health regen. It's not a lot of health regen, mind you, but when you're out of combat, it helps to have it on instead of wasting a life gem or anything like that. But yeah, probably didn't actually show it, but I'll just explain it. At the sewer fog gate, I went up the stairs a bit. On the other side of it, near the bit where I dropped down, there's a similar plateau. There's a nest there. If you press, well, I'm using a gamepad, so it'd be A. But if you press that there, you'll get like sent to a different area. You'll get sent to the next area, which is the actual first area to have a great soul that you're supposed to get. I don't like going that way, because once you've gone so far that way, you can't actually backtrack on yourself to get back to the bonfire. So you're kinda stuck, is the bottom line. Yeah. So just upgrade the catalyst a bit more, because since we're going to be upgrading intellect quite a lot more than strength and dex, we're going to need it. Which, speaking of upgrades, what can we do with this? How many do we have? Let's find out. So we've got 5. Put 2 more in there. 2 more in there, and then 1 more in there. I know I'm not upgrading intellect as much, but I want to try and increase my carry weight as well at this point in the game. Because considering we won't have the strength weapons to back us up in damage, you want to be able to get a lot of sort of armor and whatnot. Yeah, this is Melentia. She was the lady in the Cardinal Tower. I don't know if I mentioned it in the first one, but once you've beaten the last giant and talked to her, I think we actually did do it. Yeah, I'm gonna end up backtracking in my mind a lot with this, so I apologize in advance. In advance? In advance. Grammar is not my friend. This is... what's his name? Mowlin? He'll sell you armor. You have to buy certain amounts from him at different intervals for him to get more in. Can't remember the intervals exactly, but a lot of the time the armor he sells you, you can just generally find better. This is Sweet Shalkia. I don't actually know why I know why she's here in terms of like what you can do here,
This play,
but I don't actually know what.
nothing suit.
I don't know how she fits into the game really. I mean, she's a talking cat. Not quite. I mean, okay, yeah, you got hollows and dragons and whatnot running around the place. Well, yeah, maybe not the dragons part. That's only in one area. But you've got like a load of crazy stuff running around, so you would think she would fit, but she's just a cat. I mean, you can't attack her. You can't do anything. So I don't know what her purpose is. If anyone finds it out, I'd be glad to know. But yeah. So this way leads us to the next area that we can actually access without any aid. What I mean by that is without the use of either an NPC or an item. The first area was obviously the Forest of the Last Giant. Or Forest of the Lost Giants, is it? I can't remember that now. This is the other area. Well, other of two areas, but one you need to... The other area you need to obviously go through this one. Weapon we... shield we got... shield we just got. Crimson Palmer. Really not worth... well, even as a description, it basically just calls it a piece of junk. It's just the merchant's attempt to try and make a simple shield look better. I mean, for the most part of the game, unless you're a strength character, the larger the shield is, probably the better weapon shield to get. You can get one off of Mowlin, I think, but there is one that you can get a little bit later on. Once you've done a few things, I prefer to wait for that one because it is a lot better. And plus, with a sorcerer character or a dex character, your main aim is to not get hit anyway, so blocking it isn't exactly your go-to strategy. These guys, I think, is it? No. Okay, yeah. These guys, their thrust weapons and thrust attacks are not going to do you much good. Because the short sword, the short sword, its main attacks are slash, but then its heavy is a thrust. So don't use thrust attacks on them because they are resistant to them. As you saw by the thrust did 97, while the slash did 127. So that's 30 difference. Okay, I did 153. Right, let's find out how much Jabby Jab will do. So yeah, you're looking at a considerable difference in strength against these guys doing that. Yeah, these guys, I think, are the only enemies that can drop these. If you're in the Blue Sentinel Covenant, you can use them to invade, like, evil people. What that equates to, basically, is the Brotherhood of Blood, that's the one. Yeah, these guys, I really don't like. So though those weapons are clunky as hell, they have some damn good tracking on them. That dude, the one I just killed, will only spawn once per playthrough. I think unless you bonfire aesthetic, which this early on you wouldn't even bother. But he drops a sublime bone dust, what that does is when you burn it in the bonfire at the medulla, it'll increase the strength of your Estus flask, so you'll heal for more. The shards will increase the uses, while the dust will increase its strength. What's the lore on it actually? Yeah, charred ash and bones. I think there's a lot of speculation about whose ashes they are. I think one of them was, it's either Solaire or like the character that linked the fire in Dark Souls 1. Anyway, onto the level. The lever I just pulled, if you look over, actually, easier way to show you, is to focus your attention. See that? See the rings there? The inner ring was the only one that was up, but when we pulled the lever, the middle one came out. There'll be another one that'll come out once we've killed the 3 in there. And I can safely tell you, I don't like this bit. Because big ass sword dude there hits like a truck, weak as a baby. The other 2 hit like normal and are strong. What I mean by weak like a baby is he'll take a lot more damage than the others and has a lot less health. However, if he hits you with that thing, you're gonna know about it. And again, another cracked blue eye orb. If you want to try and, I think once you hit New Game Plus, you can just buy them from the Covenant leader. But in New Game, your best bet is to basically just kill these dudes. I mean, once you get later on in the game where you need to farm them, these guys should not be an issue. That was dumb of me. The only time these dudes will really be an issue is early on in the game, or if they gang up on you. That's the one thing that I hate about them, because they have enough range to actually go through each other, and since they don't hurt each other, it doesn't really equate to much for us. Okay, there we go. And just, I know it's going to be hard for you to see, but if you just watch to the left a little of the lever, yeah, you'll see that another platform raises. What some people do is actually leave these alone and trick the boss into falling off, because he can do. I don't ever try to do that because I know my luck and I would probably fall off first. So yeah, that was a mistake on my part. How am I going to do this actually? There is a summon that will be here if you're human. Sorry again, cold. I'll go human. I know I'm risking it, but I'll show you. You can get this dude, Masterless Glencore. He's not the brightest spark, but in all fairness, I've taken to likening him to Solaire. He'll run in like an idiot, but he will tank and hit like a boss. And the only thing is, you have actually 2 bosses in this area, and I think that might be the best way to end this episode actually, is to do them both. So what I'm actually going to do is, I'm going to fight this one on my own, because he's not that strong, he's just somewhat annoying. As you see, it's one of those, and he's essentially the strength of the pursuer, but with the speed of the last giant is the best way to look at it. He'll try to get you, but if you just roll, you're going to be out of the way. And this is why I like getting all the platforms up, because if you need to get away from him, it's not going to be that much of a challenge. Yeah, I goofed there. Actually, you'll need to... I need to keep myself alive, don't I? That would be helpful. Oh yeah, I forgot he does that. Oh, come on, don't tell me I'm gonna die to this dude. I've never died to this dude. Ever. Like, in all the times I've fought him, I've never died to him. Like I was saying with the Ring of Restoration, out of combat it's a nice healing over time thing, but in combat it becomes very obsolete very quickly. Okay, this isn't so too difficult. And the only reason I've switched to attacking him like this, instead of using spells, is because I actually want to save my spells for the other boss that we'll be fighting. Yeah, you can actually stagger him, which I find slightly amusing. Basically using a pointy metal stick compared to his armor, and yet I stagger him. Ow. Oh, this woman. I don't like her. You find out later on. Yeah, I'm just gonna get her dialogue done, because we need to move her to get to another area. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Okay, we're done.
Known the god.
Right. We're not gonna sit at this bonfire because we do not want to respawn all the enemies. So we'll go back this way. Do we actually have an amber herb? Ooh, that's lucky. That means we can get our other soul arrows up a bit more. I won't use another one because there's only 2 left to get. Yeah. Alright. How you doing? Now we'll Now we will grab Masterless Glencore. Oh, someone else here. Nah, we don't need him. Actually. It would be kind of rude to take someone all the way from down here to somewhere else. So, I won't do that. If I see a summon sign up by the other dude, I'll summon him. Also, if I summon any actual players into this game, any commentary I have on them is my opinion. If you don't like it, then tough. Where's Glencore? There he is. This would be a good example to show you how much of a tank he is. Yeah, 1 hit and he stuns the bugger. Just the hell, man. I mean, okay, he doesn't have as much health as I was bragging, but I mean, yeah, seriously, dude. He hits like a truck, just like Solaire did. I'm not saying he's the new Solaire, because I'll probably get a lot of hate from fanboys and whatnot. And fangirls, probably. But, yeah. He hits like a truck, so he's a good summon to have. Kinda sad that he only ever appears here. I think he actually appears somewhere in one of the DLCs. Can't remember, though. If someone finds out, or if I find out, I'll probably put it in the description of this video. Yeah. You know what this does. Yeah, big cathedral. Because why not? Might as well. Yeah. Now, on the topic of fanboys and fangirls, the next boss will be a nice little homage for you. I'll just grab this quickly, because human effigies are very needed. And see, I like this boss and I hate him all at the same time. And you'll see why. Look who it is. Not as big as we know him, but still just as annoying. And one thing I like with what they did with the AI for this guy actually if you try and go to heal, he doesn't actively pursue you if you sort of go away to heal. But if he sees you try to, he punishes you hard. Okay, yeah, maybe Glencore isn't exactly the tank I made him out to be. But, I don't know why. When I've had him in other games, he's been a boss, and yet now he's just gone to mush. Unless they've, like, changed him in one of the patches they did. Oh, right, now spells. Still, it makes you good. It makes you a good dummy. Oh, I just saved him. I just saved him. Stunned the old Dragon Slayer while he had him in the grab. I feel epic. And we still killed him without losing Glencore. So yeah, a lot of you are probably saying that that was Ornstein. No one actually knows, but a lot of people agree that he has got to be something of the old Dragon Slayer, of actually Ornstein. I mean, there's some things about him just having his armor, like it got passed down. The one you fought in Analondo was just an illusion, and
Transient. The beacon.
and the one you fought is the actual one. There. This dude is a Covenant leader. He is the what was he again? Blue Sentinel. That's the one. He's the Blue Sentinel Covenant leader. Basically, they're like they're what were they? They're basically the Dark Moon Blades of Dark Souls 1. But they've actually made it so you can get to these guys somewhat earlier than you can the the Brotherhood of Blood blokes. Yeah. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna get us down to the I'm gonna get down to the next area, and then I'll call it an episode. Yeah, I have no sense of timing with this. I'm aiming for roughly 40 minutes each, but yeah. Yeah. What I'm doing here, don't do. It's stupid. I forgot this isn't the one I want. Oh, shiminy. And this is why it's stupid. These guys are fat. They block you. But yeah. Just want to grab all of that because there's a few useful items back there. You get a few more torches, which you never can see how many you have. And then you also get a old knight halberd. Oh, what am I saying? You can see your torch number there. So I've got enough torches to have had 20 minutes of torchlight. Yeah, I really can't be bothered with these guys anymore. Sorry. Once you fight an enemy too often, you get bored of it. I say that, some of the enemies in the game I'll willingly keep fighting over and over. I do like their moveset. Those guys I don't, because it's just sort of swing swing, bash bash. No real finesse to it, and no real change to the combos. Just pop that. Yeah. Walking in water. I like what From did with this, but it's really annoying all the same. Basically, if you want to try and walk through water, you're slower. So if you have to fight in water, your best bet to avoid an enemy is to try and roll. Where am I going? I think I've gone the right way. Bingo. This is quite a nice little armor set. If you're not... Well, you know what this is, guys. Come on. If you played Dark Souls 1, you know exactly what this armor is. But, for those of you that, on the off chance you haven't actually played it, which I would recommend playing it if you haven't, is the Knight set. One of the first sets I think you could find in Dark Souls 1, actually. But fortunately, with all this on, I got up to 66. Can I actually trade any of these out for a lighter one? That does lose me too much. Oh well, I'll just take the helmet off. We've still got a decent roll. Yes, I know I'm a sorcerer and I should be light, but a lot of the... Oh, God's sakes, dude. Thank you. You want to have at least some decent armor to make sure you don't just sort of get one-shotted by everything. So it is kind of good to be this heavy. Arguably it's not, arguably it is. It's really just how you prefer to play. Me, I'm used to strength characters, so I like having the armor. Oh, hello. Okay. We'll talk to her first and get her out of the way. This...
What is it?
I'm not going to bore you with the things. You can listen to it if you want. She's Lucatilla Mira. She appears about 4 times in the game, and then a 5th time somewhere else. If you summon her, her and one other character have a storyline. If you summon them at least 3 times each, I think the other one, which we haven't seen yet, you can only summon 3 times. But if you summon them 3 times and they live through the boss fight, then you can get their armor and their weapons. Because you've essentially, well, with her, you save her. Don't exactly know what happens to the other dude though. But yeah. Once you exhaust her dialogue, she goes, "That damn bastard. It's got the blue." Oh. Yeah, there were some special event things that happened, and you could get like reskinned weapons. This dude came in late for the last one. The other one you could get was I think the last one you could get actually, unless I'm wrong, was the white steel katana, which is basically just a black steel katana but with a white hilt and a different blade. But yeah, that is it. I'll end the video here. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you've enjoyed this one, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the playthrough as well. So, see ya.